Hey everybody, welcome back. Surviving the aftermath, and we're gonna have to talk about some things. So you might have thought the series was done, and honestly, I kind of thought the series was done too. But sometimes YouTube commenters are hostile. Sometimes, though, they're actually very helpful, and sometimes they're a little bit of both. In this case, I had all of the above, but we had some pretty helpful comments, and I want to just say the quickest of shout-outs to TL, to Heartstark, to allowing me to fully realize and stop undervaluing the carriers, okay? Because carriers are just more important than I gave them credit for, I guess. In hindsight, behind the whole thing, carriers are like the logistics of your whole base, but it just didn't quite piece together. I undervalued them, right? Like having 3 or 4 carriers moving everything that needs to be moved in this place just doesn't work very well. So I've got 18 of them now. And I've been letting the game run for quite a bit. You can see what day it is if you'd like to know, go back to the last video, see where we ended. You'll know how many days have gone by. And I actually want to move. Give me 1 second here. I want to move the work area on this maintenance to cover that well, because this well is just constantly. I think that'll be better. So let me talk about some of the things that I've done to try and fix the problem, because I think the problem is mostly fixed now. So number 1, I still don't know what was with all the people running back and forth. That part, I still don't have an answer for. But most of them have died. So we just wait them out, and they went away. They were bugged. There are still a couple that are doing it, and they don't have tools, but there's still a couple that are kind of going back and forth. I don't think this one's actually one of them. This one's carrying, so maybe this one's not doing it. But there have been a couple that were still doing it before I sat down, so it's possible that they are actually all worked out now, which is really good to hear if that's the case. All right, let me get concrete as a really high priority, and I want to get as many people working on concrete as possible. I'm also laying down this metal extractor because I just have none, and I really need some. And if I'm gonna be doing extraction here, I'm gonna need to have some maintenance, I think, at this area to just kind of watch over it, So hopefully get this down. Now, the second thing that was bugging me, and actually, let's just take a moment and go to do the specialist thing, so I'm not losing any time. So for you, I want you to go investigate this. All right, that's pretty sweet. You just got to the outpost, I think. This is where you are, and you had tools on you. So now we've got durable tools, 23 durable tools. Fantastic. I want you now to go. Let's just clear that concrete just so I don't have the thing teasing me this whole time. For you, you've got a whole bunch of stuff on you, including a bunch of clothes and insects. We're going to have you go back to Charleston because you're also really low health. And then we've got a quest, Remembrance. It says, I don't know if you guys have saw this quest. I don't think so, because I've been trying to continue the game and keep it playing at least while working out the problems, and we accepted this quest. So a colonist has grown reclusive and melancholic over the past few days. It takes a bit of convincing, but she's finally willing to talk about it. Some piece of trash raiders attacked my sister's settlement, all right? She is my only family, and I can't do a thing to help her. I can't even go and give her a proper burial. The man shouts while trying to hide his tears. What good am I to anyone anymore? The exact settlement his sister perished in is a bit unclear, but you could look around and find him in some place. So I've went around to 2 different locations. There's been signs of, people leaving things behind or whatever. There's been a couple of things to scavenge. You can see he's got some stuff on him, but up until now, we haven't found any evidence of anything. So we're going to go into Remembrance now. This is the 3rd location. And it says the 3rd settlement has definitely put up a fight. Burned vehicles are smoldering on the roadside, and crows are picking apart the bodies of bandits and colonists alike. Fighting has definitely been fiercest in the colony center. Going through the bodies, you come to a badly bruised corpse of a young woman in her 20s. She matches the grieving colonist's description of his sister. Other well-equipped, but equally and eventually... both equally and eventually slain, colonists lie around her. the wages of their last stand. So we can loot the bodies or just bury the sister. Normally, if happiness meant anything, it just doesn't seem like it does. But if happiness meant something, I might consider this. But that's a lot of stuff. I'm looting it. -10 happiness, fine. Let's take this back home, and we can get the clothes, the guns, and the tools, and like all this really great stuff. We could bring it back home, so I'll have you doing that. Okay, so everybody's unhappy. Yeah. So the second thing is, again, and this is something where, like, I figure it's the case, but I don't know exactly to what extent it's a problem until you really experience it, and then you're just like, okay, yeah, that is a problem. And that is the changing of jobs, right? Switching all these different people and having them, you know, no longer be farmers and stuff, that stuff is just not necessary. When you assign someone as a farmer and it's growing, they act as carriers. But what I didn't understand, what I didn't quite get, is that carriers are not just people who carry things around. They do things. Like, they build things, which I know that they're the builders, but I didn't really have anything to build at the time. And most of the time, you know, whatever, I got a couple carriers, so big deal, right? But the other thing they do is they decontaminate. And I thought the maintenance people were responsible for decontamination. It says so right in their job description. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Also, the fact that this building, this is to further the going along the lines of my power problem, as I said in the previous video. Oh, look at this. Oh, this needs to be repaired. Oh. That's way contaminated. Excuse me. Go get this, please. If you could, please. So, going on my power things that I was griping about in the last video, this transformer is not close enough to this building to power it. It's like, what in the hell? Just connect the buildings together, please. It doesn't have to be this way. All right, you can fix this, devs. It doesn't have to be this way. Let's put a transformer here, I guess. All right, so, but these are working now, and most things are working now, right? Most things are operational. And so the big fields, I'm leaving 2 on them, and the small fields and medium fields, I'm leaving 1 staffed. And, you know, for the most part, our food supply is looking pretty good. I am going to switch the meat meals to insect meals. Yummy. Oh, we don't have the insects on us yet. Oh, never mind. I take that back. We're going to go back to... We'll go back to meat meal, I guess, there. Mixed meal on you, and then mixed meal on you. I'm thinking I need 1 dedicated cookhouse that's doing, like, veggie meals all the time. Maybe we'll have this one do it. Let's have you do vegetable meals. And then, what was this? Toolmaker wants to talk. He's very excited about something. Oh, good. Have a go at it. Oh, dang. You know, I would have liked to have at least tried this. I didn't have the supplies. And I really, again, wish you could back out of this and talk to him later, but you can't. Your toolmaker approaches you, carrying a piece of junk that looks like an old lawnmower engine. Oh, glorious leader. Oh, I like this guy already. I've always wanted to work on one of these. Making tools is fine and all, but a real combustion engine, now that's something different. He needs a few pieces of metal, parts, and fuel to fire things up. The engine is barely in one piece, but the toolmaker is rather enthusiastic about fixing it. Yeah, I'd love to try it. I would. I just can't exit the screen, and I don't have the supplies yet. So unfortunately, don't risk it. You tell the man to concentrate on getting those tools ready. His lawnmower project will have to wait for another time. And everyone in the entire camp is unanimously upset about this.
Huh?
That's the other thing. Like, the happiness system just doesn't work on an individual basis, it seems. But it doesn't work at all, so I guess it's fine. All right, so plastic is getting done, and then this is our metal supply, and I would really like this to get done, but it seems to me... What's seeming to me how this stuff works is that the maintenance depot here, they mostly just are responsible for marking things to be decontaminated, but they don't necessarily do it themselves. Again, it's in the job description that they would be the ones doing this. Automates repair and decontamination task. A colonist assigned to a maintenance depot automatically cleans and repairs affected buildings inside its work area, but mine don't. But instead, the builders are, the carriers are. So having them available is also leading to buildings being decontaminated more often. Which, again, I find like it doesn't fit the description of what it was talking about, but okay, that works for me, you know? We need this to be on high priority. So here's the problem, though. We don't have any metal, and I'm trying to build the thing to extract metal, but we don't have any metal. And I've got a whole bunch of stuff that I would like to do. Also decontaminate here. This getting built will also let me decontaminate both this and that all the time. I do wish, though, that they'd implement a self-decontamination protocol in the game. Like, I don't see why that's unreasonable. So, like, if you work in the sauna, keep your workplace clean. You know, like, what else are you doing in a sauna? You know, you're just standing there watching people, you know? Like, I thought part of your job should be decontaminating it. And it's not, you know? I'm going to have Baron go over there and decontaminate that if he can. Aqua farm is polluted. Yeah, we're working on that. Okay, so what else was I doing? Oh, the cars. The cars right here, right? Cars. Oh, I've been kind of keeping up on research too. I know I'm getting a little flighty on you. I've been kind of keeping up on that, but like I've been mostly trying to like let the game play on and see if we can, you know, work out those kinks. You know, we probably want weapons. I don't have metal anyway. There's like, I mean, as much as I'd love to make weapons, I don't have metal. Spirit levels, you know, repair costs going down would be kind of cool. It's only for one. Well, it's for a lot of things, really. Let's just reduce our repair costs, I guess. But the garage is done. It's within all these trees. So how this works is you select a vehicle. We have a whole bunch of them we brought back. And why don't we go ahead and fix up our durability is low, limited passenger seats. I kind of want to go on a big expedition. Durability is high here. 14 action points. 15 action points with 4 passengers. I kind of like that. What's weird about this is that this one says it has 10 action points, but it shows 14. This one says it has 8 action points, but it shows 15. Now, if we're... Again, the interface is just... It's confusing to somebody who hasn't had the... A lot of this stuff is stuff that you learn from experience and not because the text says it, right? And that's just, it's the way it is in this game, but it's the way it is in a lot of other games too. In this case, though, even if I can get around the idea of the action points not matching up to the number on the picture, 8 and 15 versus 10 and 14, the other matter is that the one with the highest number action points, or the higher number action points, 10, has a lower number circled on the picture, 14 and 15, right? So, like, what is the correlation between these two things? The only thing I can think of is that 10 action points for four passengers, so 14. It adds to 14. But if that was the case, then this would be the same. Like, this would be the same situation, and this would be 12. So, I don't know. You know? I don't know. But we're going to take the... you know, let's take this one, the station wagon. I'm gonna go trekking in the station wagon, and then we want to assign some colonists to go and do this. So we're gonna take Baron. We're gonna take some scavengers. How about we take you, and let's go ahead and maybe we'll take you guys. You guys are all pretty strong. So station wagon. They're gonna consume power, but they're also going to prepare. They're going to use fuel to fix it up. And then we'll have fuel to take it around the map and stuff. And then we can put all of the stuff that we scavenge around the map, we can put it in the car and just keep going. So it adds a lot more flexibility to us, a lot more, we can travel, you know, a lot better that way. All right. So what's the deal with metal? Why is nobody working this? You know, waiting for worker. What's going on here? Does it take metal to repair it? It's just a decontamination is all it is. But nobody's working it. For 2 days now, nobody's worked this. I'd like somebody to fix this up. So let's go. I'm pretty sure I clicked on this guy and told him to do this already, but okay. There we go. Now we got some workers and we got some metal coming out, and I'm kind of hoping that metal is enough to get this one running, because this one has a this one's low richness. Which one was the high one? Oh, I think it was this one over here. Yeah, this one over here has high richness. All right, you know what? Like, let's drop this one too. Why not? Where is it? Playing too many games. Can't remember my UIs now. Let's drop this one here too. Like, why not? No, and then let's do another one. All right, concrete. It's right here, right? Let's go here like this. And then we'll just we'll let the road come in like that. Right? No big deal. Comes and wraps all the way around. Big deal. I will pause a couple of these though, because I want to make sure that the metal is not delivered here. This one takes metal too, so I want to make sure that they don't deliver the metal here, but I'm going to drop those in. And then as soon as this is up and running, which is hopefully any minute now, looks like they decided to build the maintenance depot first. Oh, feels bad, man. All right, it's fine, even though I dropped that second, but all right, it's cool. And the priority is medium, and this one's high, but like whatever. I guess it's fine. You do you. And then what we're going to do is move your work area to be here instead. And now this will cover the sauna. And hopefully that means automatic, decontamination on this stuff. But since the farmers are working as carriers, and carriers do lots of other things other than just carry things, then I think it's probably something where I just don't need as much. And with less farms, that was another issue, which I didn't identify because I don't have the experience in this game to really be able to identify that as a problem. But with less carriers, you end up with less people to move the food. And so it doesn't necessarily matter if you're, got a whole bunch of food growing. You can have tons of food growing. It doesn't matter because, if you can't move it, then it doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. All right, so this is getting fixed automatically now, and you're in range. Oh, you are. Maybe we'll just move your work area just a little bit more. Maybe like right here. To cover the well, too. Hopefully that means that's getting covered. Okay, so the car is ready. Sending cars to the world map. When a car is fully repaired, create a team from the garage menu. This will send the car with its specialist and passengers to the world map. Okay, so we're just going to select the car right from here, and we're going to say create team. And now when we do that, the car instantly goes to the world map. Sorry. It's a station wagon. I got it. All right, and it can move pretty far. Look at this. This is one turn, so it definitely moves further than the rest of these guys can do on foot. And it also carries all of them. And once the car makes its complete turn, these guys can hop out of the car and move their whole turn as well. So that's kind of cool too. So going along that note, I've got a lot of territory right here, 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 here. All the stuff over here, and I would like to explore it. I think we had some other. One zone over here. There's a lot of... Is there wood here? Like a lot of wood here? Can't tell. I have to exit the vehicle in order to scavenge, but there's a lot of territory on the map is where I'm getting at. And I'm going to start up there at the top of this way. So we're going to have the car go out this direction. Yes. We'll have the car go out this direction. That's so cool. All right. We'll have it go that way. And then we'll explore that stuff. Raj is getting scavenging the one single concrete with his mission. So that's just to get it off the map. Really? Oh, never mind. I heard the thing. Yeah. So that's my update. I do want to keep playing this. I do want to experience all the new stuff. I really do. So we're going to keep going. I just don't know how often it will upload, so you'll have to bear with me a little bit. We've got a lot of games going on the channel right now. There's a lot of projects, including this one, that I would like to wrap up so I can focus on other things. But I don't want to give this any less attention than it deserves, right? Because I really do think it's a good game as long as you understand how it works, which I admit I didn't have a full understanding of how some of these things work, carriers and such like that. They're just more important than I gave them credit for. I realized that they were important, but like I gave them a 6 out of 10 when I should have been giving them like a 9 out of 10 kind of thing, right? So yeah, I still don't know why this isn't built yet. I think these extractors, and it's just an opinion, right? But I think these extractors, the numbers don't match up and make sense to me, right? Like, for example, this says 6 per day, I think, but it's 5. So are we making 5 or 6? And I think what this means, is that when this gets to 100%, we get 5 and 3. But it goes just a hair further than 100%, enough to where you can give it a 6 per day. Even though we're not actually getting 6, when it pops, it can go far enough to where in a day where it goes just a little further. I think that's what that means. I don't know. This is exactly 4 and 1, so those numbers match up. The concrete extractor is the same way. We have 7 here, which is what pops when it comes out, and I'm pretty sure there's 7 supply now. But it can go a little bit further than that in a day because of its efficiency, and therefore it can do 9 a day, even though we don't get 9. I think that's what that means. Tool shop. We got to go, man. We got tons of clothing now. At least we're good in there. But the tools are really lacking. And we got 2 shotguns. Do I have people staffed here? I don't know about the guard post. See, the guard post, I can staff people like whenever I want. So I can just de-staff them now. But this, if there's any event that comes swinging in here, I can't change this during the event. So like I got 4 people on the gate all the time. And I don't know if they're like wielding guns. It looks like she's got a shotgun. So Josephine has guns. You've got guns. So that's good. You're on the gate too, supposedly. You've got a shotgun with 100% durability, and you've got a shotgun. So everybody's got guns, right? They're on the gate and they're equipped with weapons. So I would hope that they're strong, but I still contest that this gate is not strong enough. It needs to be stronger. The fact that I've fully upgraded it and it still takes, it's gonna take 30 metal to repair it. That's not cheap. Ooh, wanna get this stuff? We can stop by and get this stuff. Or do we just keep going? Yeah, I think we stop by and get this stuff. So we'll move the car here. This is awesome. We move the car here. So in 2 turns, we went from here to here. It's fairly far. But then there's more because we can now click. The scavenger is, I think you're the scavenger dude, right? I think you're a better scavenger. We can click the individual member, get him out of the car, and he has his full turn. So we'll have you just scavenge things. And he can just go ahead and do it. And then once he's done, we'll get back in the car. They'll put the supplies that they have on them in the vehicle storage. So the vehicle will have its own storage, and then we'll proceed. And that way, if they die, because they put their stuff in the vehicle, we still get to keep the stuff. Because they didn't die with that stuff on them. So I'm going to get these weapons. Wheeler's doing his thing. And you up here, I think I want you. I mean, you do 20 damage, but they're pretty strong. I think I don't want you messing with them. I'm going to send you, I think, over this way to get maybe those crickets and stuff. Or do we carry on this direction? Maybe we carry on this direction to go with her. Let's have you guys stick together. Maybe we should have got cars for you two. That's probably the wisest thing to do. We should probably get a car for you two. Have you both come back to camp and then just get a car. I can see that. We might do that. We can actually do that now. We can get one person in a car. I don't know if I want to... I'm worried about getting raided, but if we get one person in a car, get a new vehicle, let's say the hatchback. It's only 2 passengers. I kind of want 4. Let's get the off-roader. Yeah, we have 2 off-roaders. Let's get the off-roader, and we'll put... you are a great scavenger. And I think we'll just have just the one guy. And then you'll take the car, just the one. You'll take the car out to those guys and pick them up. And then you guys can all be together. I like that. So update also here. The chickens are still not butcherable. I'm going to use the term butcherable. Still not able to butcher them. It just does not work. I still don't know why. However, they are the eggs. The eggs are a thing. They are being picked up now. So we have 37 of them. That's an ongoing thing that's happening, thankfully. So we're good there. We have so much food. I want to make more meals. I want another cookhouse, but instead, I think I'm going to do the mess hall. I just got to figure out where to put it. Because it's pretty big. I was thinking about over here, but it's just kind of in the way. This would be in the way of our trapping and stuff, and I don't want to get in the way of that. And then there's just not a good place to put it unless I want to put it way over here. And that's just kind of far away from everybody. I would like the place that we're cooking food to be centrally located. This is an okay idea, except for it's right next to the contamination source. And then over here is kind of far away too. So I think what I might do... I really kind of wish I could move the storage somewhere else. If I demolish this, I don't lose all the resources inside, do I? Like, will they take those resources out? Maybe we'll get rid of the sawmill. Move the sawmill and just put this cookhouse right here. I think that's probably for the best. A better thing. Because there's quite a bit of food in here, right? Not here. Here. There's venison. There's fish. Most of the food is being stored here, though. Crickets and stuff. We should make those. Let's get the insect meals. I think I'm gonna get rid of... Yeah, let's double staff this sawmill, and then we'll demolish this one. So we can put the cookhouse, the mess hall, I mean. We can put that right here instead. And we'll stick it right here next to the storage. So this is a lot of metal. Let me pause this really quick. Make sure they've got this. Why aren't they delivering stuff to this? Oh, you know what it is? It's the freaking toolmaker, I bet. I bet you, priority high, are taking all my metal. Although, to be honest, like, I can't believe you haven't made enough tools to satisfy everything. Yeah, we're barely there, but there's one that's breaking right now, so. Damn. But it's okay. I think it was the toolmaker that was taking all the metal. Yeah, and instantly we start getting metal delivered to this extractor. Good. Now, with this being low, is it worth building this, or should I build it way out here? Because this is the rich one. I should just build this one instead, right? They have to travel further, but they can get more resources every day, and it's not gonna contaminate this area. I don't know. I kind of just want to use both. But if we're gonna build one, we might as well build the one that's more... It's further away, but I'm gonna change my mind on this. Contaminating the food sources too. I'm gonna change my mind on this and have you guys all do it over here instead. I know that's... I mean, I might as well do it before it's fully built, right? So I think we're gonna do that instead. So all the carriers now should go and grab that stuff and bring it over there. Go bring it to the other one. Or I guess store it here, but that's... I don't really want you to store it here, but if you could bring it all the way over here, there you go. See, some of them are. Yeah, there we go. Let's get this one instead. And then, honestly, there needs to be a maintenance depot here because I'm tired of, like, manually doing this. So let's get a maintenance depot right over here. And you can manage all of these buildings right here. Where's the road? Right there. Well, I cut this road off, but you know what? Whatever. It's fine. We'll do it this way. Yeah, like this. Here we go. And maybe we should get the paved roads too. Do you have any science left? 567. Are there paved roads in this game? I forget. I know there are some in the other in End Zone, but supported walls, comfortable housing seems like a cool thing. Bottle trees, arena weapon crafting. If we get metal, if we can start getting a good supply of metal, I'll do weapon crafting. Blow torches, delicacies, organized kitchen. Yeah, seems good, man. We'll probably want that. Reinforced tanks, heated hives. Not even using this, but I actually should, because it's a good source. Like, I already have it unlocked. It's a good source of water. I think dirt roads are all there is. Yeah, I don't see any other source. I think dirt roads is all there is here. So, okay then. Why don't we do that then? Why don't we go for axial flow? Because I think I need to look at that. 14 water is what we have. And what I would actually like to do, because we can't... do I want to have anybody working this? Yeah. There's a lot of potatoes there. Instead of having, like, looking at the chickens and going, yeah, they're not being butchered, why don't we just use this to our advantage? Right? They're making lots of eggs, and they are costing us lots of water. Why don't we use this to our advantage and just get another ranch right next to this? Put it like, which way is the way in? They go in from, is that the door? Right in front of the door. Is that the way they go in? I'm looking at this colonist trying to figure out which way they leave. Okay, it looks like you go out the door in the back. So if I flip you around like this, what it kind of looked like. Is that even a door? A pretty pathetic looking door, if that's a door. It doesn't matter, right? Well, it does if like I want it to be efficient and stuff, but I guess they deliver the eggs this way, so maybe we do it this way. Just takes up a bigger footprint there. You know what? Like, whatever. We'll put it in here. So let's put it in right like this. So we'll put another ranch in, and this ranch is it's taking water. We'll need the same over here. So let's get another water tower. This will be decent. We'll put it right here. Like way in the back is okay, but what if I want to put something... Ooh, right in the middle here is better. It interrupts the path, though. Is that a big deal? Kinda, yeah. We could put it here, and then that way I can have another ranch on this side, maybe. Or probably most likely right here. So if we put the water source there, then I could have another ranch right here, potentially. Yeah. So we'll build that. And then instead of trying to butcher them, we'll just try to split them and have two ranches, and maybe this one will allow me to butcher them. That way I can have two sources of eggs kicking out, and then I can always butcher the chickens in this one. It's an idea. I have to work with what I got. Let's have this road go all the way out to that farm. And then I think that's it for the general updates, you know, on what I was looking for, you know, or what was going on. It's just, yeah, it's just underestimating the value, I guess. All right, what's the deal here? Now we had more than enough concrete to build this. We were just waiting on metal. And you guys didn't bring all the there it is. Okay, good. All right, let's build it. Get this metal extractor working, man. We need it. And with this operational, we can then look to get this one sorted. So I'll go ahead and resume this one now. so they can start getting resources brought to this one. I will want this maintenance depot up first, though, so I'm going to shift this to the high priority. And then when this is done, it gets staffed right away, and it goes to a high priority staff. So this one says it can do... Oh, there's no power. Right. That is also a thing. Which I'm going to cover by going like this. I had to forget. I had to. We'll put one back here. And, you know, I'll probably put 2 here, but we'll put 1 there for now. And then the transformer, right, is going to have to be here. And then also it will be here. Which gets in the way of that path. So whatever on the path, I guess. But this will transfer power between this and, yeah, finally get the power up and running. Let's shift this to a high priority too. It takes a lot of metal. Takes a lot of metal. Oh, look, guys. Look. Religious fanatics have marched towards the colony. Isn't it wonderful? My biggest critique in this game is how combat works. These guys are too strong. This is too weak. Or it's an either-or thing, or our weapons are too weak. Something's got to get nerfed here. Or, I guess the fourth option is they need to come less frequently, because they come way too often. Like, it's just kind of weird. Like, every 2 weeks you get raided. Not even 2 weeks. It's like, okay, yeah, every 2 weeks there's somebody out there who not only knows where we are, but is equipped and organized enough to come after us. Come on now. Let's try to get that stuff. And then we have another one right here, looks like, and we're going to move your work area to here. So we'll try to get that stuff too. In the meantime, I need all of my specialists to report to the front lines, I guess. All of my specialists report to the front. Yep, if you're out there, get on over here. We got a fight ahead of us. Here we go. Okay. We'll go ahead and staff this with 2 people. Hopefully they get up in there. And once they've had a chance to get themselves staffed, we'll go ahead and begin this nonsense. We have 4 people here, all of them with guns. Let's go. The Great Purge. Fanatics arrive at your doorstep, their chant having grown even louder and more aggressive. Their leader, a man with pure murder in his eyes, raises his hand to silence the others.
We are the predators of this new world. Through us, it will be cleansed of the parasites and be born anew.
Right. So we can offer them resources, but I really don't think that's going to work. Like, I have no confidence at all that they will leave if we give them 25 materials. Nah, not at all. Because they never do. I've done this before while I was letting them play on. We got raided. So, like, okay. I think it's been like 7 days now since our last raid. It's great. Barely fixed the front gate. That's why I had no metal at all, too. So, yeah, I don't have any confidence in this. I think we're just going to insult their costume party. The one thing I don't know, though, is does the response I give them, does it make them stronger or weaker depending on what I say? I don't have an answer to that either because it doesn't have information about that. Because I feel like if there's people out there who are trying to kill you, if you offer them and plead with them to leave and give them stuff, maybe not because they're mentally unstable, but I feel like they would be less motivated. They'll still attack you, but less motivated, maybe less aggressive, less capable of doing harm than if you insult them and goad them to attack. Because, you know, like an army, right? When they go, yeah, and they're getting themselves pumped up, they're going to be a better army if they're pumped up and motivated than if they are, you know, not in that sense. But in any case, we're going to insult their costume party and be on with it. Fanatics let out enraged screams, though few do turn their heads down rather self-consciously. There you go. The leader raises his weapon.
Mock us as much as you'd like. It makes no difference. Prepare to be cleansed.
So again, it's like, well, shotguns are doing some damage. Shotguns are doing some damage. Shotguns are doing some damage. It's good to have people armed at this gate, isn't it? It's good to have armed people. Let's get you here. We'll get you over here, and let's get you right here. And we'll prepare to pinch them if they get through, which they may not. Wow, having shotguns on the gate. Having shotguns on the gate works. They are completely destroyed. That makes me happy. That's the first time I've beaten them in a long time. I think the last time I didn't beat them, the last time they whipped through it, is because our people at the gate didn't have guns, right? I think the guns is the reason. So not my entire speech about how it's not strong enough. So yeah, we could just forget everything I said about that, you know? We can just forget everything I said about it. Is that good? Forget what we know? Just forget what I know, because clearly I don't know anything. All right, that's going to do it for me, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to continue this. It's going to be fun. We're gonna expand out. I want to get like 150 colonists. And then, you know, see every building, unlock all the text, etc. I want to do all that stuff. So thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.